As soon as John Wick is said, people understand the audience will be deprived of such fun as character development, a well-deleted plot, and a chance to sit through a movie peacefully. But what would happen if, for example, a man just as dangerous to society introduces a different gun into this equation? Welcome Ballerina, the next installment in the John Wick series. Blood, proteins, and ballistic artistry are back in action. To state what Ballerina offers in advance, it's necessary to recall where the John Wick movies led the viewers so far. John Wick was brought to the big screen back in 2014. A simple man who has lost his only wife, as it turns out. He's not an ordinary man. But this has changed sharply in the course of events, given that a group of Russian thugs dared to steal his car and kill his dog, a gift from his sickly wife who died later. Of course, they were unaware that John Wick was not just any man, but Baba Yaga, the boogeyman, the most famous killer in the underworld. The success of the film paved the way for two more powerful chapters of John Wick, where Baba Yaga takes on his opponents coming from all directions and unearths more secrets of the High Table, as well as the fight for his life. By the end of John Wick Parabellum, in this chapter, Wick is sold out by Winston, the manager of the Continental Hotel, and left to die. All in all, there's one thing that can be said. It is that John Wick always gets back up. This leaves us with anticipation and a burning question. What can we do with the John Wick story? Ballerina presents the audience with all new heroines, in which the role of the main character belongs to Ana de Armas. Situated in the same universe as the movie, it focuses on a young woman who has been mistreated like Wick. Since a young girl, she's been a ballerina, and so she has balanced grace and the skills of a killer, which makes her one of the best assassins. We get to know a little of what drives her from this teaser. She listens to a voice that can easily be assumed as a figure of authority, as she listens to or someone whom she holds dear. You have suffered. You have lost so much. There's this feeling that a new phase has commenced. She has to come out of her cocoon and step into the world and embrace her. Stylistically, it is business, ambition, deceit, manipulation, or the encompassing role, seduction. In a way, it's a coming-of-age story for unreliable anti-heroines, but also a revenge narrative, no step in which could be a mistake. On the matter of congratulations, Ballerina should be congratulated for its cast. The woman takes the leading part and delivers her performance with a true passionate dedication to the character that is both elegant and lethal. Popular for Knives Out and the latest Bond movie, No Time to Die, there has been a build-up expectation to see Armas portraying the lead role as a ballet dancer. Of course, no John Wick-related movie will be complete without Keanu Reeves, who stars again as John Wick. Although the role he will be playing is yet to be unveiled, his participation is enough to convince fans that this movie will not depart from the dark and risky theme that's associated with the making of this franchise. This movie was produced by Chuck Roven and Richard S. Wright, with Len Wiseman as the director, the man behind the Underworld films. Wiseman has well nurtured his talent in developing good and enviable graphic visuals, accentuated with rigorous action scenes, most appropriate for this project. The script is penned by Shay Hatton, who has previously worked on John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum, to maintain the narrative of the movie consistent with much lore. Another aspect that I found quite interesting was the expansion of the universe within the series of John Wick. There is a very strong aspect of history within the franchise that can be seen in the Continental Hotel to the High Table. Thus, Ballerina tries to broaden the portrayal of this world, and it will be interesting to see more into the lives of the citizens of this world. I expect more of the High Table's presence in Ballerina, which was a secret society that has been a lingering presence in the previous movies. The High Table is an elite committee of lords that rules other criminal lords about the world's most dangerous killers. They are widespread and they are extremely influential. The teaser suggests that the protagonist of the picture will also face this organization in the same way John Wick did. You guys know what is remarkable in the context of Ballerina is the contrast of two values, the graceful one and the destructive one. The main character has a special nature due to her past activity as a ballet dancer. Introducing ballet to the movie has contrasted with the movie because it portrays discipline, precision, and grace as opposed to the killer's world. However, that is the same training that makes her a rival to contend with. She's not only deadly, but her movements are graceful assassinations. If you are aware of the series John Wick, you would know that these are not just action films. They are films of well-orchestrated violence where every shootout, every fight scene, and even the staking is planned. What appears to be added to this is that Ballerina is doing this to the extreme of including dance into the action. It roughly suggests that there is a film in which style and substance are combined to form an excellent picture. In addition to the action, the film will most probably depict themes of revenge, the search for identity, and the struggle for survival in Ballerina. Just like in the case of John Wick, the subject is focused on revenge as a way of avenging her. But this is not just about revenge. It's about finding out who she is in a society that needs her to be a hunter and at the same time, the hunted. As for the mood of the game, the Ballerina is serious and heavy, with calm and gentle notes contrasted by the furious fighting scenes. These facets have always been in harmony, juxtaposed in the John Wick movies, and while Wiseman directs Ballerina, it should be the same. In the whole teaser, we get a very brief preview of what Ballerina is really like, but a lot of details remain with unanswered questions. In what manner will the story of a former hitman, John Wick, and the story of a ballerina interconnect? Composers or special actors? Will we recognize the characters from the previous movie night? And possibly, the most critical question of whether the ballerina will be able to live a life where death is never far behind. One thing is certain, there is no doubt that Ballerina would not be a movie that's going to bore gentle viewers either. Mercy is rare in this place, and the only thing that matters is to survive in a world like this. Lovers of the movie series will be able to see a movie that resembles John Wick, at the same please, offering its viewers new experiences. Thus, the Ballerina film can be seen as a qualitative leap for the John Wick series. Thus, by enlarging the scope and inviting new characters, the film proves that there's more to this world than the destiny of the man known as John Wick. If the film becomes successful, it may be followed by other films that are set in this or that strand of this vividly reiterated world. In addition to Ballerina, the franchise has new possibilities to work with different types of activity and narration. Of course, John Wick's plot is that of a relentless chase fight for survival. Ballerina, on the other hand, presents a diverse and perhaps even more imaginal outlook to the same dark genre. It should be noted that ballet became not only the thematic and stylistic motif, but also one of the major ideas, which can be considered a very courageous decision, a decision that can help Ballerina stand out from other similar projects. As fans await Ballerina to premiere in cinema, the question is not what will happen next, but how it will make an impact on the world of John Wick. So what do you think? Tell us in the comments below and subscribe to our channel for more thrilling content just like this. And thanks for watching.